All right, what's up, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We're going to be taking a look at ticker symbol SNOW. All right, this is Snowflake, and I just want to mention that I do viewer requests every single week. Okay, so if you have any requests, let me know in the comments below, and as soon as I get a chance, I will make a video for you guys, giving you guys some technical analysis. Be specific if you want specific, things like long-term, short-term, stuff like that. All right. Or a specific strategy you want me to use. Looking at the highs, okay, on the 1-year daily chart, we had highs of 405, and from those highs, we're down over 66%. Okay. Now, recently, we did make lows of 112, all right, and we're up 20% from those lows. All right. There's a couple things that are really interesting, and why I think snow is at a critical breakout level. We could potentially have a false breakout, or we could see some really nice gains on snow in the short-term future, right, over the next month or so. One reason being for that, okay, is if we look at this very long-term trend line on the RSI, okay, where we have our highs here, these are our 4 or 5 highs, all right, and we're coming down. We hit this right here, and again today, actually, we're right at that level and testing that trend line right now. So will we get rejected again like we have in the past? And will the pattern repeat itself, right? Because patterns tend to repeat themselves. Or will we see it break out? Okay. Now, one thing that's really interesting why I think we could see it break out. All right. And we'll zoom in a little bit on our chart here, just so you guys can see a little bit more and a little bit clearer. Okay. So this is what we're going to be looking at right here. All right, especially on our RSI, we have this nice bullish pattern, okay? And essentially it's going to be this trend line here, all right? So I'll drag this down a little bit now that we're really zoomed in, and you can see here, okay, this is what's known as a rising triangle, all right? And this is a bullish pattern, all right? So we're going to be looking for that to continue. Okay, as I mentioned, we are right here, right at this trend line here. Okay, the very long-term one, where there's a high chance we could get rejected, come back down, but we've been bouncing nicely here on this RSI. So look for it to kind of bounce around 40 to 37. On the RSI is going to be a nice little support range if we do pull back. Okay. Now looking more strictly solely at the price action, okay, and the stock price. What we're going to be looking at right here, we're going to be looking at our most recent highs, okay, to our most recent lows on the fibs. All right, we're currently battling the 50% retracement line. All right, so that's something that's really interesting. The last time I looked at snow, I noticed this trend line here, and we actually broke this trend line today. So it was very nice to see that breakout. But the question is, will this be a false breakout and will we fall back down? Okay. Or will the rally continue? Okay. And will we print a similar candlestick to these two, which would be known as a bullish pattern called 3 white soldiers. Okay. So we're looking to see if we can replicate this candlestick and take us closer to this resistance level up around 141.73. Okay. And above there, our next resistance level is going to be right just under 150. So we'll call it 150. Okay. And above there, we have a resistance at our most recent highs, okay, of 160.04. All right. So, essentially that's what we're looking at. We're right here at the 50% retracement line. We're breaking out. Okay, we're hitting resistance here. We're going to look to flip this from resistance to support now. Okay, and also, we're going to look to see if this is a false breakout of this trend line, or, will this rally continue? So that's the main things I'm going to be looking for. Okay, we got one bullish sign right here. All right, we wanted to break out past this. All right, if we look here and just zoom in even a little bit more, obviously we were bouncing nicely here at support. Okay, after we came up, we started reclaiming this as a support level. All right, and now we're starting to claim this level as a support level. The next thing we're going to have to do is flip this into support, as I mentioned. Okay. So that's just my quick take on ticker symbol SNOW. That is Snowflake. And, if you want a little bit more strategy or a little bit more information on how to use the Fibonacci's and how to draw it yourself, or some of the ways that I use it, then go ahead and watch this video right here.